Blessings, dear ones. Namaste. This is AmandaAmethyst, and I have a lunar Tarotscope for us all for the time period between the full moon in Cancer on December 25th, 2015, through the new moon in Capricorn on January 9th, 2016. So it's already the end of 2015 and the beginning of 2016. Yay! This year seems to have gone by pretty quickly in my book. I don't know how everybody else is feeling about that, but it seems to be rolling along rather quickly, which is exciting. It's great. So some of the messages which I have been receiving for this upcoming time period, sort of a continuation of some of the themes we've already been seeing: unconditional love, self-love, really being in a space of love for ourselves, for others, for all that is. Also, it has come to my awareness through personal experience, through speaking with others, and just through receiving information, that there is much shadow work that remains to be done for all of us. And so this can manifest in our lives, come into our lives in many different ways, and it's very beneficial to us at this time to remain open, to have a spirit of openness, an open heart, openness to truth, openness to the flow, whatever that flow may look like for you, openness to the way things are and acceptance of the way things are, and a reminder to be, to simply be, my dear ones. I received a message from a deer on the night of solstice, which I would love to share with you. There's a channeled message. The deer has sensitive ears to remind you that all can hear that which you say. So be sure to speak very clear and use gentle words. So bringing awareness to what it is that we're adding to the mix. One of my teachers and dear friends describes this as what we project into the collective matrix. He is doing some amazing work channeling the Pleiadian teachings of the Christ, and he has shared with me that a Christ is one who projects only love into the collective field. As we continue to grow in consciousness and realize our true selves, our Christed selves, our Magdalene selves, our God or Goddess selves, we become increasingly aware of what it is that we are transmitting or projecting and how it is that we are doing that. So along with this comes awareness of what our triggers are and how it is that we are reacting to our triggers and acting towards ourselves and towards others when we are feeling triggered. So many of us spend the holiday season with our family and our friends, relating very closely, and that can bring up a lot of triggers for people. Regardless of whether or not this is the case for you, all of us are going through a state of growth right now. All of us are growing very rapidly, and we are interacting with souls which we are deeply connected to. The nature of these soul relationships is very transmutational, it's transformative, it's shaking things up, it's bringing things up to the surface to be looked at, to be worked through, to be released. I'm not sure if you can hear that sound, but the neighbors are having what sounds like an awesome party with a lot of really fun music. So we'll just go with that. It sounds like a lot of fun. So at this stage in our growth, we are experiencing lessons from relationships in a much shorter period of time than we perhaps may have experienced in the past. So we're now on the fast track to expansion and to ascension. So our lessons come to us more quickly and in a more rapid succession. I personally have felt as though situations, recognitions about myself, and shifts have been entering my awareness almost simultaneously. And sometimes this has felt a little bit intense, or the way that I term it to myself is it has felt a little tough. So I received another channeled message, which I was just speaking out loud to myself in the car the other day, and then realized that I was channeling to myself. And so sometimes things can feel tough or difficult, and that's okay. Love where you are, love who you are, anyways. You're perfect right now and always, in whatever state you find yourself. So we also know that nothing is ever tough or difficult or negative, not in truth. We choose our experiences, and we can choose ease, comfort, and peace. Coming back to a daily practice is useful in managing our minds, our bodies, our spirits, our energies, and in remaining present. So I am reminded to reinvigorate my own meditation practice at this time. And I also encourage everyone to recommit to your own personal practice, whatever that may be. So for this reading, I'm using the Fifth Tarot deck by Martine and Teresina Bockens, and also the Angels of Atlantis Oracle, which is a sound healing deck by Stuart Pearce. And again, this time I've already restarted a video because something happened in the last one. So I've already picked the cards, and the energy of this time period for all of us is the Hermit, which is a major arcana card. It's card number 9. It's also in the Earth suit, which is our physical manifest reality. It could be our physical bodies, our day-to-day lives, finances. The Hermit is about going within. Perhaps this is actually taking a physical retreat, going somewhere. It could also be taking the time to create a safe space for yourself and to meditate, to go within, to reflect, to feel, to integrate what it is that you have been transitioning through, what it is you've been learning, so that we can then shine that out to others. We have the totem animals of owl, bear, and crab in this card, and also the moon. There's a lot of feminine energy, a lot of soft energy, a lot of intuition, a lot of feeling, emotion. The crab reminds us to create a space for ourselves in which we feel safe, so that we can remain the sensitive, beautiful souls which we are in our natural and authentic states, without feeling overwhelmed, without feeling an excess of anything which we do not wish to experience. The Hermit is also a card about sharing that knowledge which you have integrated. So taking the time through meditation, reflection, retreat to align with your truth, to integrate your truth and your inner knowing, and then to shine that out so that others can see your light and learn from you, connect with you, be inspired by you. This is what you're here to do. Share your gifts, share your light, so that you may inspire others to do the same. The underlying energy. Right, so this card, the first card is the energy which is beneficial to us at this time. It's where we're at. The underlying energy behind that, supporting that, is the Four of Feathers, Universal Dream. This card also has the moon, owl feathers, and bear again. So again, this is another very feminine card. It also has snow, which is another reflective water. It's at night. So this Four of Feathers. Feathers is the mental body, the air suit. It's our thoughts, our perception of reality, our divine inspiration. It's of masculine energy. However, this card is very feminine. This card reminds us to integrate messages we receive in dream time, messages we receive through channelings, messages we receive through our intuitions and our inner knowings, our deep reflections, those things which can feel more ephemeral and not as grounded. This card reminds us to connect to those and to ground them into our ways of thinking and perceiving the world, ground them into our physical bodies, ground them into the earth, ground them into the consciousness grid. The universal dream is that of peace, of love, of connection. Really, it's love. Love, love, love. And this card also, to me, there's kind of a zigzag in the snow here, and it always reminds me of pathways. So perhaps seeing our pathway through intuition, through a dream, and then integrating that and sort of creating a plan, an action plan from that, in order to bring that from the dream into reality. And then an energy that is already supporting us, which we can connect with even more now that we are aware of it to help us at this time, is the Nine of Feathers, higher intellect. Another air suit. So really mastering our mental body, our minds. And this card has a lot of sacred geometry in it, also a lot of purple. It's the Trinity of Trinities. We are higher intellect. This card reminds us that we can tap into our source knowing, our divine knowledge, our higher knowledge, our higher intellect, our divine sight, divine mind at any time which we choose. We can do this through meditation. We can do this through whatever our practice is. We can also do this through sacred geometry and connecting with the winged ones, the birds, the angels, the insects, the dinosaurs, the ascended masters, star beings. There are a lot of pyramids in this image and triangles, but there are also pyramids. It's about the dimensions of it. There are pyramids and spheres. So working with sacred geometry, you can do this through looking at sacred geometry. You can do this through drawing sacred geometry. This will assist you at this time in connecting to your higher intellect. Sacred geometry is the fabric of our reality, and when we have the ability to connect with sacred geometry and to create sacred geometry, it gives us a different level of understanding of the reality in which we participate and exist, the matrix in which we participate and exist, as my teacher would say. And speaking of the matrix, higher intellect, we can connect with our higher intellect. We can also connect with our higher intellect instead of just up and down, we can do side to side as well. I can't think of laterally, that's the word. We can connect laterally as well through the grid, through the collective consciousness grid. So if you have an idea, or if I have an idea, I can, or you can seed that idea, that knowing, into the collective grid, where it can then be picked up by anybody else who's connected to that grid. It's a really beautiful thing. So tapping in this way and tapping in this way as well. Connect to the grid. Connect to the grid. See what's there for you. There's so much there for you. And share what you have to share as well, with awareness of what and how you are sharing. So it's a really beautiful reading so far. We have 2 nines, which are completions. What cycles are you completing right now? One of them is the earth suit, which is physical reality. One of them is the air suit, which is our mind. So coming to completion with certain aspects of our lives and moving forward in that. There's also 4, which is a very foundational, solid number in our mental body. Total is a 22, a master number. Very beautiful number of partnership, of manifestation. And I also chose a card from the Angels of Atlantis Oracle. And the angel card which we received is Shamael, Serenity. It's a very beautiful card. I often perceive Shamael's energy to be more feminine. Of course, angels are androgynous. They're not male or female per se. Some people perceive them that way. I tend to perceive them with an energy that I perceive to be more feminine or more masculine. Anyways, this card is Serenity, and it shows a picture of the Taj Mahal, which is a beautiful testament to undying love. And there's also a lot of very intricate patterning and detail and architecture and structure that goes into this testament of love, this building, this creation. Serenity. So I'm going to look in the book here for the sound healing message. It says, serenity is our natural state of mind when we yield to grace, and so chant Ra Ma Da Sa Se So Hung, to bring the elements of your being into the beauty of this serenity experience. Just like the exquisite energy of the Taj Mahal, our love for the serene in life will last forever. So if you wish to connect, the angel Shamael wishes to connect with you. If you wish to chant, you can connect with the angel Shamael energy and then chant Ra Ma Da Sa Se So Hum. So we can do that now. Connecting with the angel Shamael. Thank you. Ramada. That's not it. It is. Ramada Sa Se So Hum. Ramada Sa Se So Hum. Ramada Sa Se So Hum. Beautiful. And may this energy of serenity envelop you, and may you fully integrate this message and all that is for your highest good at this time. This has been a general reading. If you're interested in a personal reading or energy healing session with me, you can contact me at AmandaAmethystHealer@gmail.com. I've also got a website that will be live soon. You can connect with me on live stream, Amanda Amethyst. You can connect with me on Facebook, Amanda Amethyst. I'd love to be connected with you because that is what we're here to do. I'm sending you so much love and many blessings. So much peace to you at this time, dear ones. Thank you for being. Namaste.